So guys, 2020 was a very interesting year. It was the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. And of course, for a lot of people, it really destroyed supply chains. I mean, you saw it happening in America where, we weren't getting a lot of things from China. And then, in this business, we were trying to build computer machines. And so, things like semiconductors were not as available. Graphics cards were hella expensive. Me and Dima were talking about that at the time. It was just crazy, right? But another thing that went on is that a lot of people lost jobs. So we had a problem that was twofold. People lost jobs, or they changed industries, or their job became remote. So some people who lost their jobs went for another way of making money. And to be honest, some ladies went to a website called OnlyFans. Now I knew this was going to happen because with so many people off of work, they needed something to do, whether to make money or to enjoy what's on social media. And that's kind of how I blew up in 2020. Kevin Samuels started doing very well at the end of 2020. And to be honest, a lot of these women made a lot of money in OnlyFans. The issue is that not everybody's going to be a $1 million OnlyFans model, right? And not everybody can be a great YouTuber. Some people will be successful and some people won't. And a lot of ladies on OnlyFans actually struggle because it is a business. You just don't go on there and start showing, your body parts or your videos. You actually have to have network. You actually have to bring people to the site. You actually have to do a lot of work to maintain a customer base because number one, you are actually competing against a lot of other women on there. And number two, you got to put your time in to get customers, right? Because guys, they can take their money and go somewhere else. It's a month by month thing. So you need to be active. You need to be posting. And I'm talking about for the nude part, right? And it got so bad that people actually started going into consulting businesses of how to start an OnlyFans project. Like, I know you don't believe me because Fox 26 Houston actually had a show called Advice for Starting an OnlyFans Page in the New Year. Let's check it out.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. OnlyFans can be a nice little side gig for some money, even a full career. However, before you get naked in front of a camera, show that coochie or that schlong, keep in mind that are you laughing? Keep in mind a successful page takes serious strategy. That's where my next guests come in. Abby Rose and Sophia Sapphire. They're both content creators on the website. So before you go too far, what should you do on OnlyFans, your first step when you're starting your own website?
I would say the first thing a lot of creators get in over their heads with because they think they're going to be successful right off the bat. However, unfortunately, you do need people to network to, people to market to. So I always recommend girls actually starting with camming if they don't have a following.
So what is camming for us who are not?
So webcamming is
webcam. Webcam. Okay,
yes, live streaming in front of in front of everybody.
So would that be like free, just a tease for free, and then say you see more on OnlyFans?
Look at it as a strip club, but you're in your bedroom.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, safe in your bedroom.
Got it.
Yeah. So I always recommend girls or guys that don't necessarily have a good social media following to start off with camming, because right off the bat you're going to be able to talk about your OnlyFans and spread the word about it all and network yourself with other people in the community. Whereas if you have no social media following and you don't do camming, it's just kind of, it's going to be really hard.
That's like masturbation.
So as you can see, OnlyFans is not easy, just like Patreon is not easy or YouTube is not easy. Whenever something requires a lot of, that you can make a lot of money and it's easy to enter, it's typically very hard to maintain. So now that's what we're talking about today. What are some ladies on OnlyFans do? What are they doing to get supplemental income? So a lot of ladies who are OnlyFans are probably on Instagram. They're probably not YouTube creators. They're probably not podcasters. Some may be, but some probably are not, right? So what are some of the ladies doing to make a little extra money on the side? Japanese music, Dima! Well, they might be actually selling booty. So that's something that does go on. I know, like OnlyFans, you can send tips, you can send messages, and if you're big enough, you know, there are OnlyFans, like adult OnlyFans collaborations. I've heard of that. Not to me that I've been there or done any of that, but I know there are guys, like if a female has an OnlyFans page and you may have an OnlyFans page, you may hook up and make content with each other. So if that goes on, I know that, you know, people could definitely be, you know, sleeping around with some of their customers or some people on OnlyFans for extra money, especially if the money is good enough. And that's why our brother Blueface has come out and spoken out against ladies who are selling a box. Play that clip.
I don't know who need to hear this, but if you having sex on OnlyFans, you are a prostitute. Any form of sex in exchange for payment is called prostitution. I didn't make the dictionary, I didn't make the definition, I didn't make the word. Don't be mad at me, baby. I'm just spreading awareness. That's it. Don't be mad at me, baby. Okay? If you're just playing with yourself, that's kind of just pornography. That's not prostitution, because you're not having sexual, you know, you're not having sex for payment. Hey, don't fight me about your shit. Only women can be prostitutes. Men cannot be prostitutes. That's a hell of a double standard right there. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I approve this message.
So guys, that is what our brother Blueface is talking about. And interestingly enough, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, shoot, you know, everything is a transaction, which is, it is true. Like, it is, right? You can't really date without spending money or having a relationship without spending money. But in terms of OnlyFans, you know, IG models and OnlyFans, you know, a lot of ladies know that OnlyFans is difficult. All right? It's difficult. And it's not a whole lot of money. But if you get that one guy who is willing to take care of you, that's really all you need. If you get like 2 or 3 guys that really like you, can send you $1,000 each month and fly you out. That's why that term is called flued out. Look at IG models. They may have a big following or they may not. All it depends on who's willing to spend money on them. And we definitely know that a lot of IG models are getting flued out, like fly all the way to O'Shea's house. Stop the show. Yeah, and if you look good enough, I might fly you out too. But nah, just joking. I'm a Christian. But that's what happens. And a lot of ladies are on, I think, these sites not looking for the, you know, repeating commission, but I think that they want to use as leverage to find a guy who would spend money on them long term or short term. That's the whole point. Like, what's the point of being looking good and being on Instagram and being an IG model or OnlyFans if you're not trying to go all the way? If you're going to like deal with a dude, he might as well have a lot of money. Isn't that true? And yeah, so it's true. A lot of ladies are on OnlyFans. You know, if you get them by themselves and they need something, because they all, I mean, I'm not saying everybody, right? But you're almost already there. You're already on there making those videos. Your face is already on those videos. For some people, the next step is, all right, I might as well, if I like the guy and he gonna give me some money, I'm just saying, right? I'm not trying to say anything that's wrong. I'm speculating. Don't hate. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate your follow that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.